I can't stand the police. I haven't met a good one for a long time, and to be honest, if you meet one that's being nice to your face, he's probably scheming, or she's scheming, or it's scheming about how they can fit you up in some other way, because they're all looking at commission. And I mean that commission sarcastically. It's like a salesman trying to get a sale in it by any means. These people will fit you up any chance they get. Never mistake that, right? Oh, fuck me, look at that, a speed camera right in front of me. Is he just setting up? Oh, my heart bleeds purple piss. I tell you what, I'd love to go down the road and put a sign out now. Well, the back windows are down and he's wandering around. I tell you what, that's somebody I hope gets the vax. Right, after that terrain of abuse to that money grabbing, nothing to do with safe spaces, nowhere near a bloody school, just out taking money. Let's talk about some other coppers. Now, you've probably seen the photo to this. Islam. Whenever it prays in a park, they never usually say anything, bat an eyelid. They can spill outside of a mosque and take the road up, and invariably do, park where they like, get away with it. Nobody bats a bloody eyelid. They can go wherever they want, whenever they fucking decide, right? And even though they're not allowed, they'll start praying, and if you don't say anything against it or whatever, you're racist. To be honest, to be called a racist now really is irrelevant. I mean, calling me racist is like calling me far right. It's a badge of honour. You don't have to be far right, and you don't have to be racist to be called it. To be quite frank, most of the idiots that will call you this these days haven't got a clue what a real person who's far right is, and what they stand for, and what a real racist is. So getting called it, whatever. But anyway, there's a woman, she's praying. You can't even really prove that she's praying if you look at her, because she's silently stood there. But they're going to nick her because they're within a space. I tell you what, if Islam pitched up there, those two gutless, useless coppers that went to arrest that woman, and they are just that, they're politicised, they're scum, all right? Those coppers wouldn't have batted an eyelid, because they ain't got the minerals to go up against Islam, apart from the obvious thing that over the course of the years, Islam's to be promoted and protected. You've only got to look at the various declarations and pacts and all the other things that we signed back in the 90s that made sure that we put Islam before everything else in Great Britain, just so you know. And if you didn't, go and have a look. But Christianity is scum to these people, or unless it's the sort of Christianity that promotes pedophilia and wokeism and transgenderism, which isn't real Christianity, by the way. Anybody who's in the management of the church at the moment is in cahoots with globalism, and is an enemy of God, and is an enemy of the British people and the average Joe. Just so you know. And the politicised coppers, it is another thing. They want police these days to become they want them to go to university for 5 years. Why? Well, look what it did to your kids. Look what it did to nurses. Look what it did to everything else. They go through the meat grinder and get their brain totally indoctrinated with Marxist rubbish, right? They get so utterly taken in with it. And also, if you do not go along with it, you fail. So, you can imagine some of these low IQ half-wits going to be coppers, getting fully indoctrinated and despising their own type, their own history, their own heritage, their own country, their own culture. These people are odious. They're utterly repugnant. Everything about them I find offensive. And do you know what? I wish our ancestors could come back out the grave for 20 minutes and just meet these people, and then do whatever it is that they wish to do, and then just vanish back into the ether. Because what we've got at the moment is a war coming. And I'll say it until I'm blue in the face, until people get it. And they're getting it, by the way. But I'm gonna keep reminding people that what we have here is a war. We've got the politics which are going to facilitate the people that are trying to take this country over to do so. And what they'll also do is handcuff or stop the ability of good people, good Christian people, right? Or even just standard atheists who were brought up in a Christian country to go about their day, do what's right, okay, and not do what's wrong. Now, God's going to deal with these people. I know I don't usually talk about God because it's not the average. I won't always. But whether you like it or not, either God or, for the atheists amongst you, karma. is going to get these people. It will deal with things naturally. It might take a while, but at some point, and I've noticed this in my life, 47, nearly 48 years, I've always thought that some of these people that did all the wrongs in life, they just walked between the raindrops. But a lot of them, at some point, had some of the awfulest things happen to them in the end. And I wouldn't wish it on them, by the way. But it's going to happen because that's how life works. If you carry on shitting on people, eventually you're going to get some of that medicine back. Doesn't always happen. But the thing is, you won't always notice it. Some of the times in my past, I would feel, I've been really wronged here. This isn't fair. And it wasn't until later on, 6, 7 years later, I well and truly got over it, that I found out that the person who wronged me did get a dose of retribution through natural causes. None of which I would have wished on them. But these people that are pushing this agenda, avoid them, have no contact with them, okay? But you know what I really would have liked then? As that woman was silently praying, and these blokes, these plastic coppers, these political coppers, I'd have liked a massive group of hooded men just to surround that woman and protect her from them, because they wouldn't have the balls to do fuck all. I'm not saying that these men should have gone anywhere near the coppers. Nope, not saying that at all. So if anybody's watching this and go, oh, he's trying to stir her up, no, I'm not. So you can't even fucking try it. But what I would like, just like the crowds used to make a massive loop around the IRA that had fucking weapons back over in Ireland back during the Troubles, so that the coppers couldn't get at them. This is what needs to start happening. We need to circle people in the future that look like they're about to get lifted, right, for the wrong reasons, because it's wrong what they're doing, and I fucking detest them for it. Man, I've got it off my plate, and this will probably get me a strike. And look at me when I say this, I don't give a fuck. You got to stand for what you believe. And I don't believe there's any decent protests on this weekend, otherwise I would be going, because I've put my foot down with a firm hand, and I've bought some Corker t-shirts, by the way. One of my subscribers said to me, he said, Rev, he said, a man fleeing war or a man running from war takes his wife and kids. I went, well, yeah, that makes sense. He said, but a man going to war leaves them behind. I went, well, fuck me. So I've had a t-shirt made like that. I've bought it, and it's coming to me, and I will be wearing that out and about to trigger people. I've also got one about the 15-minute cities. It's on my Discord. The link to Discord is in the description, by the way. And the link to my merch site, if you're interested, because I'm going to make a load more t-shirts that are going to trigger the living fuck out of people. And don't forget, we've got marching season coming. So I've got a link to a merch store. It's in the description. And if there are any decent protests to get your teeth into this weekend, let me know. Otherwise, try and let us know through the comments or whatever about any of these things coming up, because I put the survey out there. You want me to do it, so I'm going to do it. All right, it's going to cost me, but whatever. You can't take your money with you, and I've got to be honest, it's got to be done. Well, I hope you're all well. That little rant nearly lost me my voice. Fucking hell. Get on. Yeah, so I'm going to get off now. I've thrown me wobbler, done my bit. I'll see you in a bit.